Welcome to the most must-see wrestling podcast in Chicago history. You guys know it, you love it, you need it. Hot Take Wrestling. I am your boy, Logan the Machine, a.k.a. Old Man Logan. Here today with my good friends, the Good Brothers, the host with the most. Y'all know him as Whiskey Sour Kenny. Y'all know him as Craft Beer Poppy. Y'all know him as the other KG. I simply know him as Mr. Ken Gardner.
Ken Gardner for the people. That's all I got.
Energy is low. We got to pick it up. Brother. We got to pick it up.
All right. I'll come up with something real quick. I'm an acquired taste, kind of like seeing McSheen push Nia Jax again.
Already? God damn, we couldn't even get to shit.
Off the cuff.
Okay. Well, I guess that's what we're doing. Well, all right. Let me take my hood down. Shit. Let me take my hood down.
Do we need to pull the shovels out now?
I'm about to say,
I got it. We can pull a shovel. But go ahead and introduce Mr. Freeline first.
Shovel.
Yeah, let me go introduce producer extraordinaire, the guy that mixes and masters this thing, gets the sound effects popping and all of that good stuff for the Hot Take Wrestling Podcast. Mr. Joe Freezy's in the house, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm going to steal DDP's thing. It's me. It's your boy, Joe Free. I'm stealing his whole thing right now. I don't give a damn what nobody says. It's mine now.
What you would say is it's JF3. There you go.
I see what you did there.
But if we're getting out golden shovels, I'm giving one out right off the bat. Joey Ryan.
Oh, you want to get it out the way? Matter of fact,
sir,
let's switch it up. Let's get it out the way so we can just do after this.
Listen, sir, you were upset because Tony Khan pulled his talents from an event that was supposed to be a charity event. He even said he'd donate to the event. You're so butthurt. You're still talking about it on Twitter. You got to the point where you mentioned the late, great Kobe Bean Bryant. And you talked about how SCU came out wearing Kobe shirts. I've never even been accused of physically touching anyone. Bro, just like, it is what it is. You lost your job. It's life. You'll be known for people touching your private parts and them flipping. That's what you're known for. Think about that. Don't you ever disrespect Kobe Bryant ever again in your life, sir.
The penis suplex, dude. That's it. Penis suplex.
That's who you are. That's all I got. I'm done. Finn.
Joe Freezy. Go to the show.
I am beefing with Triple H.
Again? Week 2?
Yeah, and he's my favorite, and he's my goat of all time. But with Takeover, bro, it's just so many things that he missed out on. I don't know if he's even in charge of the order, but I think he fucked up vastly with giving people their time in terms of the minutes they got. For example, the O'Reilly and Cole match with 40 minutes, and then the hype around it was so much that sometimes I think their storytelling was good, you know what I'm saying? But if I'm comparing it to my favorite matches of all time, Okada versus Omega, even Shawn versus The Undertaker, where there was matches 25, 30 minutes or whatever, they're still good. That match was 40 minutes. And I think that because it was so long that it diminished how good the actual match was. That all that could have been done in 25 minutes max. Because first off, Finn and Cross deserve more time. That was only 20 minutes, 22 minutes or whatever. But I think it was more so because Cross is in shape. He's in shape to wrestle, but he's not in ring shape to tell a story. And I really think that they try to give either Finn a vacay or whatever, move in a different direction, especially with Cross, since he never lost a championship. I also feel like the match with I feel like the match with Big Mommy Cool and the Empress of the Skies was actually kind of short, even though it was probably the best match one of the best matches out of the 2 nights, besides Champ and Walter, which, oh my God. But still, I really feel like Triple H this was probably the most overhyped takeover, and it really didn't do a lot.
It didn't stand and deliver.
Yeah, it didn't deliver.
Mm.
It stood like it, it happened.
It stood, but it didn't deliver.
It didn't deliver. Like it's like when you get it's like when you get with everybody's gotten with the chick that talks a lot of shit about how good they are in bed.
Oh boy,
they're mediocre. Like that's what this shit was. Like she was bad when you picked her up. She's bad as fuck. But then y'all got down to business. And y'all after dating for a while, y'all got down to business, and it was like, I thought better. Like it wasn't.
This is even golden show. This is like rotting show.
But I'm saying,
like in the dirt in the grave.
Like
right.
you got
platinum show.
Like you got people coming back. Like you got actual people. Like the crowd. The crowd is telling you that this match is not necessary. Like it's not. Like it's too fucking long. Like they were in the beginning, and then like the last 15 minutes, you can see people sitting down. Like, bro, I've been standing up for 25, 30 minutes, bro, in this fucking match. And plus the ending of the match. I know you're trying to push O'Reilly. Fantastic. He lost that motherfucker. I don't give a fuck what nobody said. He lost that shit. He lost that. First off, Cole was too dominant throughout the whole fucking match in the first place or whatever. And Cole had great spots. You better be pushing Adam Cole the next year and a half, because he's giving you money right now, whatever. And O'Reilly showed he can get his ass whipped. O'Reilly was Shawn in that match. Because all that shit was Triple H and Shawn when Shawn first came back at SummerSlam that year or whatever. And they didn't even get, did they get 40 minutes? They didn't even get 40 minutes. They got like 25, 30 minutes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, I'm saying match, yeah.
Right. I know I get O'Reilly and Cole are staples in your brand, but you gave them too much fucking time, and it was underwhelming and shit. And it was like motherfuckers want to do it on Twitter was like, that wasn't even match of the night. That's fucked up.
It wasn't.
It was either
right.
It was either the cruiserweight title match, Gargano and Bronson Reed, or I would say one of those two. Because Cross and Finn were pretty good too, but those were like one or two.
Bro, in the words of Snoop Dogg, bro, this nigga don't miss, man. Johnny Gargano don't miss, bro. Johnny Gargano can wrestle any fucking body, okay? So off to a golden shovel on the highlights and shit, but that motherfucker that's your GOAT. That's your fucking GOAT, bro.
Johnny Champ.
Bro, that shit was, and I was amazed at how well that match actually went, how into it I was. And again, short match, 15 to 20 minutes, 22 at the max. That was it. Finn and Cross were getting into a story, and it was getting good, and you ended it too early. And another thing, you made Cross now seem like a Brock Lesnar type of wrestler, which is going to hamper his storytelling. And it's going to be really hard on him because, again, you make the Ascension that good too, and you see what happened to them. It is important to put a chink in the armor, I believe, but, it is what it is. So my golden shovel goes to Triple H. He should do that.
Oh,
and Shawn. Matter of fact, Shawn gets that too, because I think Shawn's exact on that. He gets that too. Shawn gets that too. Triple H and Shawn. Okay? The click. They both get it. Fuck that.
I mean, maybe Raquel and Io would have gotten more time if we didn't get that, national anthem with the guitar, which nobody asked for. I mean, she's talented though. Don't get me wrong. She killed it when Shinsuke came out.
She murdered it. She killed that shit.
I'm not clamoring for no national anthem. Yeah, I ain't never did that before. We don't need it just because I'm not gonna stand and deliver for that song.
I'm not gonna stand for that song. Nor will I deliver. I'm with you.
Golden shovel to the national anthem.
Golden shovel to the national anthem. Can't wait to give this nigga Hulk Hogan a golden shovel.
Ooh,
I can't wait. Oh, I cannot wait to wrestle.
Wait till he called Titus' brother.
You said what?
Wait till he called Titus' brother.
Soon as it hits. Let me tell you something, brother. No, you can't tell him something. You can't.
You can't tell me nothing.
Right.
Big E's the only wrestler I recognize from Tampa.
I would never recognize that motherfucker. Terry Bollea can suck a fat baby's penis. I do not fuck with Terry Bollea. Fuck him.
Yeah. All right, so let me see. Since y'all came with the ether for the golden shovel this week, I'm trying to see who Damn, I had somebody in mind. Who I was finna say? Shit. This is kind of damn. I'm legit drawing a blank. Okay. Oh, it was going to be Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Now, what was my reason though? What happened? What happened on Monday Night Raw?
I don't remember.
You can give Vince a golden shovel simply from the fact he's putting two black wrestlers in a Nigerian drum match.
I'm sorry.
I heard about that, and
I'm sorry. Repeat that for me again, please. I'm sorry. I didn't hear that. I think I heard you say a Nigerian drum match.
Correct.
Go ahead, man. I ain't got time, bro. I've already.
I'm just saying, like some people getting their feelings. I feel like the closeted maybe they can get the golden shovel too. The closeted racist / misogynist of like some people of the wrestling community, like because there's definitely gonna be some people butthurt that Sasha and Bianca are the main event tomorrow. They officially announced that. Like the main event, like closing the show. I don't mean like, oh, everybody's a main event. No. The actual main event. Right. And then you also get the ones that are butthurt every time somebody brings up Hogan being a racist or Terry Bollea. It's not here nor there. Ladies and gentlemen, though, it's time to get into some prediction time. So night one of WrestleMania.
Oh, tomorrow. That's what it was, KG. That's what it was. Real quick. It's going to be real
No, go ahead. No,
okay, so I wanted to give Vince the golden shovel this week. It was simple. It's real sweet, short and sweet. Hall of Fame. The great Khali went into the Hall of Fame this year. And there is one gentleman by the name of Big Bad Vader that's more than deserving, and yet and still has not been inducted into the Hall of Fame. He passed a couple of years ago. He did an interview. He said it would have been great to go in. You know, he was looking forward to going in eventually. His son is still around, I think. I don't know if it's some bad blood there. You know, I know one Fiend did some fiendish things and took Vader's fiance at the time from him, but that's neither here nor there.
And he got game though.
Yeah. Man. Vader is more than deserving, man. Vader, we got Kane inducted. Who put Kane over first?
Vader got hit with that wrench.
You take away that moment. Now, I'm not going to say Kane wasn't going to have a meteoric rise, but at that particular moment in time, I want to say Vader was probably one of the only like big men, like super big man that was around at that time. I mean, you had Kane.
That's about accurate because Westcott was still in WCW.
That's accurate.
Big Show was still in WCW.
Yeah, so you take away that moment, you know what I'm saying? That slows up the process in bringing Kane to where you wanted him to be, which was a threat to The Undertaker. So, you know, I don't have as much ether as my co-host, but I just wanted to say, hey, we're putting Great Khali in here, and he doesn't have half the resume. His resume can't hold a candle at all to Big Bad Vader. So
yeah. And I'll piggyback off that to say, like, why it's a shame was look at the late 80s and early 90s, outside of Ric Flair and Sting, like who was obviously Hogan still a big star too, but Vader's in there. Like who was like the 5 most important wrestlers? Maybe like Antonio Inoki, I believe, New Japan. Other than that, I'm pretty sure that was around that time. Who else was really a star?
I think Bam Bam is probably the only other big guy that could do that was capable of the stuff that Vader was able to do. But as far as being an aerial big guy, these were like 2 of the first guys we really saw that way. Where they were just like super agile and able to perform aerial moves. And they were like at least, 300 pounds?
Yeah.
You tell you how bad Vader was. This man lost an eye. And I'm not talking like Rey Mysterio lost an eye. This man lost an actual eye and finished the match against Stan Hansen. They don't scream Hall of Fame. I don't know what does.
Vader was. But see, people forget that Vader created Sting.
Yeah, he did.
Like he created Sting the way he created him. Like Vader helped a lot of like people in WCW who are now over now get their name because he was that damn good in the fucking ring. Like he would beat your ass. But like Mick Foley got good because of Vader. Sting got good because of Vader or whatever. Stone Cold at one point faced Vader. When you face Vader, you know he's gonna get your ass, but you're gonna be tough as fuck after that.
Yep. So, he legitimized so many guys in the business. I think Ron Simmons won the.
I was just gonna say that. Yeah.
Yeah, he won the WCW title from Vader. So, yeah, man, it's a bit of a travesty to me that Vader's not in there yet. Hopefully, 2022, we'll see him finally be inducted. But yeah, I had to make sure that I gave that golden shovel to Mr. McMahon for that because this is nuts. It's nuts.
Yeah, that's the most glaring omission from the Hall of Fame by far. And it's one of those things where I get they want to have headliners a certain time and here or there or whatever, but I mean, you know, they have people who multiple two-time Hall of Famers, basically. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no offense to them, but like, granted, they didn't go in twice as like, you know, it's not like, oh, I went in as Mick Foley and I also went in as Cactus Jack or something like that. But no, but like, there's people that, you know, I mean, they've gotten two speeches. Yeah, they can't get one.
When we letting China in though? When we letting China in?
Oh, we let China in with DX.
Yo, if they have Stephanie inducted, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Yeah, that'll piss me off. Like that'll really piss me off.
That's good. They're gonna try to pull that too. Watch.
But that's what I'm saying. Like this political bullshit that WWE playing, where you letting niggas like Drew Carey in, Pete Rose in, but you still got a lot of
celebrity, right?
Like that's come on, bro. Like cut this shit out. Like listen. Like
okay, so question, guys. What woman would you have induct China if not like a relative?
Well, I wouldn't even have this. You have to find out who she's close to from that standpoint. But if it was to be a wrestler, I would pick Trips and Sean. But my whole thing is this: there's no reason. I'm not saying who should have went in first, but there's no reason that it should have been consecutive years. It should have been China, Trish, and Lita. They should have went in back to back to back. I don't care who went in first, but no, I'm not like that much of a stickler. But there's no reason that they shouldn't have gone in 3 years in a row.
I agree.
Yeah. I just was looking at something briefly that had China. China was facing somebody in New Japan, one of the legends over there.
Jushin Liger, I think.
Yeah. And was having a full-on match, and it was awesome. You know. So it's just you got some glaring omissions. Like, okay, granted, I love Chris Benoit, but I know why y'all not putting Chris Benoit in the Hall of Fame.
That makes sense to me.
You know what I'm saying?
But they did them so dirty because the one time we could have got China and Lita, they shortchanged them. Like, I don't know. I'm like, these are two of your most. If I would say, I'm not gonna say 10, but I would say 15. Mm-hmm. If you pick 15 wrestlers who were over, I would say they would crack the top 15 at that time. So, like, why shortchange them and not give us the match? Like, they did this whole, like, they didn't do a real build-up. When they finally did it, I'm like, y'all did them dirty. I'm thinking they're going to get them maybe, I don't even think they got 10 minutes.
Yeah. And that's my issue, bro. Like, that's my issue. Like, okay, one, if you put in legit, and you just can't find anybody, just get Ivory. Ivory's classy. She had to wrestle China for a while. Ivory's a sweetheart. Everybody likes Ivory over him. That would just be the easiest way to do it. Just have Ivory over. That's what they'll always feud. You can't get Eddie. Eddie's passed away. God rest his soul or whatever. Hell, you can get Vicky if you want to. She might know something about China or whatever. But my point is at this point, what are you gonna get China on? She did porn. So did Mickey. You put her in. I'm pretty sure there's some other ones they pushed in as well. And you brought back motherfucking me. What's her name? The chick that's with the chick that got pregnant again.
Well, X-Pac is going in twice, and he was in the tape with her.
Right.
We're not going, and he's in there twice. You know what I mean?
He started her career. They got awarded for that damn tape. What's your point, bro? Like what's your point? Like what? Are you because you said you didn't put in the 1, 2, 3 kid individually, nor X-Pac individually, so that doesn't count? Stop it.
You know what? I'm gonna go one step further. Trips is getting the golden shovel for me this week too. This is my second golden shovel this week because Oh, what is this excuse? My daughter's Googling what they find. Okay. Well, once again, Mike Tyson is in the Hall of Fame in your celebrity wing. He was convicted of rape. You're telling me that's worse than, you're telling me doing tapes is worse than sexual assault?
Pick your battles, guys. Pick your battles, because there's some things you don't want to
get ugly.
Some things you don't want to do because it's gonna get ugly. And the fact that you motherfuckers gave, you know what? I'm not gonna get spoilers alert for those who didn't see SmackDown. I'm not gonna get spoilers alert. I'm done. I'm sorry. Shut up.
You ain't feeling full move main event, Jay?
Don't get me started, bro. Don't get me started.
Oh man. All right, so
just let's go on to the next topic because I will be here all night. How much?
Okay. So WrestleMania's second year in a row is being broken down into 2 nights, ladies and gentlemen. I saw earlier tonight the opener is supposed to be Drew McIntyre challenging Bobby Lashley for the WWE Championship. Joe, who you got?
This is what I want to happen. I want Bobby Lashley to go over and beat Drew McIntyre and somehow reassemble a different Hurt Business or reassemble the Hurt Business and kind of make it a staple, like, aha, I got you, and it'd be K-Fab that we thought it was. But it's gonna happen where Drew wins out because he deserves this win, bro. He's been carrying Raw for the whole year, bro. You might as well give it to him so Drew McIntyre will win out. And, Lashley will probably fizzle out because we all know what the machine does with stars of melanin descent, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah. we are on one tonight, too. Yeah.
You know what, man? Big Bobby, the big man.
We can't hold you, big man.
Can't hold you, big man.
You know what I'm saying? This is the almighty era, okay? I think the almighty Bobby Lashley. Now, granted, while I would love to see Sid and Shelton come out there, oh yeah, we played the trick on you. Y'all thought we wasn't cool, we wasn't fam no more. I would love to see that, but I don't think that'll necessarily happen. I don't want to say no predictions. There's nothing crazy like Brock Lesnar come because it might have. He might cost Drew the match or whatever. But I think this is Bobby's time. I think Bobby looks good with that WWE Championship on him right now. I think while Drew carried us through the pandemic, that legitimized him, and we need to kind of see Drew go down from here into that mid card, own that mid card, maybe become U.S. champion, put some people over down there, maybe become the Scottish psychopath again before he comes back around SummerSlam, maybe, I guess. And if Bobby is still champion, face Bobby around then, or face him at a later time. But yeah, I think this is the big man's time. So I'm going with Big Bobby.
Like you're just saying, Drew got us through. He got us through 28 days later. He got us through 70 days later, or 28 weeks later.
Mm-hmm.
He got us through it, man. We didn't need Alice. We had Drew. It's about the T-Violence. Anyway, with that being said, I am picking Bobby Lashley. I think it's too soon to take the title off of him. Because at this point, too, you're just making people rack up accolades. And I hope WWE stops with that, because then Drew will be a 3-time champion within a year. And then, people are going to, I'm not saying they get tired of Drew because he still brings a certain personality. Like I said, he's the babyface champion everybody's been asking for the most part. He's more serious. Little is little puns here or there, obviously, when he's cutting promos, but for the most part, he just presents that guy everybody's been wanting, basically. Like I said, if you put a championship on a babyface. Now, they did hint at potential new members of the Hurt Business. I'll make a prediction. We haven't seen Keith Lee in a while. I think he's going to align himself with the Hurt Business because they never did try to recruit him, if I'm not mistaken. They, him and Bobby Lashley had a one-off feud or something, one-off match rather. He was supposed to be in that triple threat against Lashley and Riddle, but with that being said, like I said, I'm picking Bobby Lashley here. And then moving on, we got a tag team turmoil match. We got Billie Kay and Carmella against Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan versus Lana and Naomi versus Natalya and Tamina Snuka versus, I am forgetting one team. Somebody please help me out and Forgive me, ladies, if I forgot you. Oh, Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke. You know why I forgot that? Because the McSheen split up a perfectly good tag team, Fire and Desire, and just said to himself, "Yeah, put the two hot blondes together. Yeah, such good shit." Tim, who you
got? Nobody. I want them to put the tag team titles in the dumpster and set it on fire.
All right. Well, I'll be.
Hey, it's at this point, as long as those titles are removed from Nia and Shayna, and it's nothing against Shayna, I'm happy with that. Just because this team is kind of new and they've just put them together. Well, no, you know what? I'm not gonna say them because I was getting ready to say Tamina and what's her name? Natalia. I'm drawing a blank today. Shit. I was gonna say them because they got the new suit.
Because you drinking that spiked Sunkist soda. That's what it is.
I was gonna say them, but being that this is WrestleMania, this is that feel-good moment. This is that chance, that opportunity for them to get it right. And I am going to go against my better judgment, and I'm going to say Ruby Rose and what's her partner name, KG?
Liv Morgan.
Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan.
Ruby Riott and Liv
He definitely called
Morgan.
her Ruby Rose.
Ruby Rose. That'd have made a whole new tag team.
She is she's the flower that's blossoming out of concrete. That's where you're going with. I got your back, man. Yeah, and I'm gonna piggyback. I'm gonna piggyback, and I am picking them as well because if you're gonna make the tag team titles mean a little something, let's put the actual tag team in the forefront that has been together since they debuted on them. Well, not since, they split them up for a little bit, but they debuted almost 5 years ago on SmackDown in a trio with Sarah Logan. So I'm gonna go with Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan as well. Two young ladies who are, I'm not gonna use the word deserving, but who have worked hard enough to I'd like to see them get a push. Joe, you got?
Honestly, I would like to see Ruby Riott and Liv
You
Morgan.
too?
I want them to, because they deserve it. They deserve it.
Yeah.
What happened is good old McSheen is going to give you a good old, not what you wanted, but let's try it. Let's just see if it sticks on the wall. And they'll probably get Dana Brooke and Mandy Rose as tag team champions when they haven't won a goddamn match for God knows how long.
He's going to send Hogan out there to flex with them too, to have the blondes flexing with the tan.
And this
Cherry Boy.
This is going to sound crazy, but I miss the Iconics. That is a legit tag team. That was someone, they were annoying, but they were heels. Yes, fine. That's a legit tag team. Like, that's cool. Don't give nobody else has a name. Like everybody is somebody and somebody else.
There's no effort.
No, there's no effort whatsoever. I think it's stupid.
Yeah, man. This is something that's not stupid. A guy who is finally getting his chance to sign in his first singles match at WrestleMania, the Swiss Superman Cesaro, is challenging the man of I don't know how many nicknames at this point. I'm going to try not to bury him because we all know why. It's been said numerous times. Anyway, I'll kick off the bat here. Who am I picking? Of course, you know who I'm picking. I'm picking Cesaro. I can't stand the other guy. I'm just joking. I don't hate Seth Rollins. Legit, I have two of his shirts, ladies and gentlemen. No, but I'm picking Cesaro here. I feel like it's his moment at this point. He hasn't won a single championship in 9 years. Criminally underrated. At some point, it's either push this guy or, watch him walk out of the door. Maybe he just re-signed recently too, but it's more along the lines of we've seen people get out of the contracts. How many times? And he doesn't complain on social media about his positions. How many times you see people, I need this, I need that. I've been, I still show all the time.
Right.
You didn't have to say all that, but picking Cesaro. Joe, who you got?
It's got to be Cesaro, and it has to be Cesaro to legitimize him. Because if Seth wants this to go the right way, he will really push for Cesaro to win this. Like, I love Seth Rollins, but I think has he lost at WrestleMania? Yeah, he lost to
He's lost twice to WrestleMania.
He lost to Randall Keith, and who was the other one?
Kevin Owens last year.
Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
Did he lose? Did he lose to him, or did he like win one?
No, he got disqualified, and then they restarted the match, and Kevin Owens like elbow dropped him off the top of like the not Thunderdome, the PC. He elbow dropped him through the table, and then like when they got back in the ring, I think he hit a stunner, and that's how he won. So he legit got pinned last year because he came out in the all-white joint.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But if he wants this to work out the way he wants it to work out, I would say, hey, Cesaro needs to win this, and I don't care how he wins it, but it needs to be a good match. And God willing, let them have more than...
They'll get like probably 15. I would hope they would. Just because of Seth's standing with the company type thing. Well, I see like 3 matches going pretty long tomorrow. That's one of them. They'll get at least 15 minutes.
Give them 20. And
yeah.
It happens.
They should.
No,
go ahead.
Give them. I need Cesaro to win this one tomorrow. I need it. For my faith in WWE, I need it. If not, then I have no faith in WWE whatsoever, and I just have to put on my eggs in AEW. So, we'll see what happens.
Putting eggs in a basket a week late for that, sir. Tim, who you got?
I am completing the trifecta, and I am saying Cesaro.
Yeah, I mean, I expect this potentially be a match of the night candidate. I'd be sadly disappointed if it's not, because last year I was expecting DB and Sammy to steal the show, but we saw that went for some stupid reason, shortchanging them on time. Before we go down the rabbit hole again, I'm going to move on to the match that a lot of us are not excited about whatsoever. It started with somebody being called stupid. Steel cage match. Don't know why this is on the card. But anyway, I'm going to punt this off to Tim. Who you got? Braun Strowman or Shane McMahon?
Shane McMahon's win-loss record at WrestleMania is like pretty bad. So
he's a Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, so I think this is where you give Strowman some payback. I don't necessarily think they're going to prolong this feud unless they have who was that cat when they had the Raw Underground that had like raised
Davocado.
Yeah, I can see this possibly being
avocado
where you reintroduce him and you start that feud with Strowman, where he could interfere and cost Strowman a match in favor of Shane. So that could happen, but I don't think 100% they're going to go that route, especially when they got almost debuting at WrestleMania. So, yeah, I'm going to say Braun Strowman.
Joe?
I don't care.
I don't either. We're just doing it exactly. Could the ring actually explode like AEW's ring was supposed to?
I mean this in the most sincere and sweetest and non-offensive way possible. I really don't give a shit about who wins.
I don't either.
But
just let's pick someone.
Shane should not be wrestling.
He shouldn't.
Braun deserves to have some type of feud. They need to stop. I don't know why they revamped him into like the Strowman Express. That was stupid. The Monster Among Men was working. Keep that shit. You made Kane Undertaker's brother, the Big Red Machine, the Devil's Favorite Demon. Like, that's okay. You can change the nicknames. Don't change up the vibe though, bro. You got Braun Strowman wearing biker gloves and shit, and then like
camouflage
and shit. Like they look like GI Bro revamped into GI No. Like
beard. You said GI No.
Like what the fuck, bro? Like that's too much. Like what are you doing? Like we didn't.
That's Braun getting ready for Universal Soldier reboot. You ain't know that?
Yeah. Oh, that's what that is exactly what it is. That's like he's like an extra from Predator. Like it's stupid.
Yeah, this is. I guess I'm gonna pick someone. I guess I'll pick Shane just from a standpoint that they're probably gonna have somebody do something from some type of outside interference, steel cage match. But otherwise, why even put this on the card? I don't know. I have. This is like the match. Like I said, nobody wants to see this. So like, I don't even want to pick a winner definitively because I don't know. Nor do I care what's actually going to happen unless like they repackage Dominic Dijakovic within 2 days.
I mean, he did
and have him interfere. Yeah, I mean, because he was T-bar tonight is what I'm saying. But at the same time, like I said, well, it would be 2 days storyline wise. It wouldn't be 2 days in between because they recorded SmackDown, I think, last week. But yeah, other than that, I wouldn't care. Like I said, a way to utilize them.
I said Strowman was going to be the new Big Show, and by golly, if they're not doing it already.
But why? Because he has so much potential to actually do something great.
They don't know how to book. They don't know how to book big men unless your name's Lars Sullivan.
Stop. Right now.
I guess you could say pushing him. I guess you could say that plan for him versus Cena at WrestleMania 35 was a freak accident.
V-Trigger!
Bro, everybody stop. Stop, bro. Y'all are doing too much right now, bro. I don't like any of that right now, bro. Y'all gotta chill. Y'all have to.
Moving on to the Playboy Mansion, a couple of Bad Bunnies. Oh, never mind. It's Bad Bunny. That's what it is. I'm sorry. And Damian Priest, somebody else's arch enemy on the show. They're going to be battling Miz and Morrison. Hey, ho.
Hey, ho.
I say hey, no to this match, but I guess we got to pick a winner. I'm not going to have Bad Bunny come out just to lose, so I'm not going to say he's going to get the pinfall. Knowing the machine, he probably will, though. I would hope the celebrity does get the pinfall here, but I'm picking Priest and Bad Bunny. Joe?
I'm going to go Priest and Bad Bunny just because I've never seen a celebrity lose at WrestleMania. Maybe Pete Rose never really competed. But I feel like this should just be them. So, and also at this point, why are we even wasting our time with this match in the first place? Like, why are we doing this to ourselves? Like, stop this.
I just
think
it's crazy that like all these budget cuts last year and how much money like Machine made, and at the same time like how you released all those wrestlers during the pandemic, and like oh no, now everything still isn't even back to normal. It just got more, you know what I mean? You just got vaccines available, but now like I'm going to bring in Bad Bunny, Logan Paul, so you got bread for that, but you just fired a bunch of people anyway. Tim, that's not here nor there. Who you
got? Before I pick, I do just want to give Bad Bunny a little credit here because for a guy that's on top of the music business, the industry, the way he is right now, and for him to be popping up on Monday Night Raw every single week in preparation for this road to WrestleMania, I'll give him kudos for that. Now, is it a match that I was clamoring for? Absolutely not. But at least it was a guy that is an A-lister, I guess you could consider him an A-lister in terms of music right now. And it isn't like one of those D-list celebrities who's waiting and actually needs the WWE check. So they're there every week leading up to WrestleMania. But outside of that, though, while I want to pick Damian Priest and Bad Bunny, I'm going to do the opposite, man. I'm going to do the opposite because Johnny Mundo's wife is getting ready to pop up on Tuesdays. And what better way than to have her pop up, maybe even Maurice too, to help their hubbies get the W at WrestleMania?
Nah, I can see it happening.
I see it happening because they show putting their dog out there like it's about to be the next best thing. So
yeah, and so they show that ham hock of thigh. But she's a wife. I can't be
her. Yeah, moving on. Osmosis. I mean,
So Johnny
Almost.
Mundo and Miz. We're going Johnny Mundo and Miz.
Yeah. Raw tag team titles. Osmosis, almost. I mean, and AJ Styles against Power Positivity, the New Day. Tim Lee got.
Can we skip this one? Like,
I know this is not like they could cut this card in half. This is like an album where it's like this is just going on way too long.
I would much rather they just put this match in the pre-show because we know where this is going. Like we're gonna give AJ this title, to kind of try to appease him. His buddies are on the other two shows having blasts, and he's over here almost, in a feud that just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
I will give WWE some credit. They tried to add a little more credence to the breakup of Hurt Business these last couple of weeks. Oh, they wasn't cutting it anymore, blah, blah, blah. We still haven't got a rhyme nor a reason to AJ almost all of a sudden winning the tag team championship.
No, they haven't dove into that, but I'll go one step further to just say like how much they bury the tag team division. It's just like the whole retribution thing in itself. Just what I'm getting at by bringing up retribution is, they could have had Mustafa Ali, Mustafa. Put some respect on that name. And Ricochet, you could have had them as a tag team going after the Hurt Business. You could have threw New Day in there. You could have got a triple threat tag match. Hell, you could have threw another team was. Yeah, I mean it's not like a deep roster tag team, but.
Or how about we finally
get through Lucha House Party in there? You just did a Fatal 4-Way or something.
Got that unification match we're all clamoring for. Like, how about we just got that?
Yeah, they need to, and they could have definitely did that. You could have got because I would have been down for Street Profits versus Hurt Business had they not randomly take the titles off them.
Yeah,
I don't understand that. That was mind-boggling. Like. Literally a minute later, AJ and Omos comes out. It's like not like they were a tag team that was injured and they never lost the straps. They came out of the blue right after the tag title match. We're just gonna throw Her Business to the wayside after like holding the straps like 100 days. I guess I gotta pick a winner here. I guess I'll go AJ and Omos just because I think they're trying to make this dude that's not necessarily a star, but. He's 7 foot tall. You can't teach that. Joe, who you got?
I don't understand this premise of just not telling a damn story and just saying screw it. I don't get it. Like I don't get the whole need to just destroy and burn a formula down that's been working in wrestling since wrestling started. Like, okay, you want to appease AJ? Okay, this is what you do. You have the New Day come out and say they've beaten everybody. There's no one else to beat. And now there's no one else to compete with. And then you have AJ come out and talk about it. Don't have AJ coming out after the New Day just beat the Hurt Business. And now there's like no story. There's no backing. Big fella hurt Xavier, so that's going to be the premise of the story. That's a great idea. And that's fucking stupid. It's dumb. No, there's no build to it. So now what's going to happen? New Day's going to win the straps, right? They won straps, right? How long they have? Like 3 days, 4 days, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And now to appease AJ, you are now going to force tag team titles upon them. Are you going to give them a title run? No, you're not going to have them wrestle anybody. Like they're not going to wrestle anybody. Like they're not going to compete with anybody. This is a waste of a whole fucking match in itself. And you know what? And it'll probably be a good fucking match because AJ Styles is just that damn good. So is Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods, and maybe I can't say his name, but I'm saying
Big Oos.
Big Oos might actually end up being like he won't be a liability. Hopefully, I pray to God he's not a liability. I really pray that he's not. Please don't be as bad as Nia Jax. That's all I pray, bro. You just want to be.
And this right here is Big O, and he's 7 foot tall, and you can't teach that.
Speaking of, they say
can't take the heat get out of his ozone.
Speaking of, they say he might go to AEW like his charisma. That's a dumb idea. Anyway,
who might go to AEW?
Cass.
Oh.
Moving right along.
I'll acknowledge that, but like I don't necessarily understand. Like, I mean, I would see why he would want that. I can't see why AEW would want that. They have enough big men. Like it brings a certain, like, he's gotten himself in shape and everything. Don't get me wrong, but it's just like I don't necessarily see what he brings to that program. I mean, I could be wrong. Who knows? Because sometimes
that's just his way of fishing. They're just kind of like what Ryback did. Oh yeah, I'm getting ready to sign the big contract. We still waiting on Ryback to sign the big contract.
But nobody ever really wants.
Nobody wants it, but I'm just saying it's just a way of fishing, just to say, hey, look, I'm here. I know you guys are the hot new shiny toy. I want to play with the hot new shiny toy too. Pause. Because go to Impact, go to MLW, go to Ring of Honor. You got other alternatives here. AEW is not the go-to place for everybody. They're going to mess around and they're going to implode just for signing everybody.
Look, man.
Wasn't he playing with the big shiny toy like Mickey James' gimmick when she first came on the roster? Because, you know, she had that thing for Trish.
Look, man. I'm going to be frank. I'm going to be honest with you real fast. Like, honestly, like, Lio Rush is an MLW. And the fact that no one is talking about him the way they should and the way he's carrying 4 titles is a fucking problem. Lio Rush is a fucking problem. Like Lio
doesn't have to be able to carry himself though.
I think it's his ego that got him released, unfortunately. Because I was sad to see him go too. But go ahead, Tim. I kind of cut you off.
No, you good. I'm basically you mirrored exactly what I was getting ready to say.
Look, Lio Rush is. I watched his MLW match with Brian Pillman Jr. Still got it. Still a beast. And on fire. And his song with Enzo is fire. Now what?
I'm not gonna comment on that. I'm say one thing positive about Leo and move on. Because they flipped him over to being the face on his way out. I would have loved to see Johnny Gargano on Lio Rush. Take all my money.
And that was the thing. Leo was actually getting over as the cruiserweight champion.
He was.
I think he didn't want to lose the title or something to that effect, and that's why they ended up just letting him go because he was kind of.
Him and Angel Garza were killing it.
Yeah,
those matches on NXT TV, those are like, I don't know, borderline takeover worthy. One of them was.
I wonder if he hit Garza with that. They're not going to make your star appear. I can make you one back down. I wouldn't mind seeing Garza back in NXT.
I feel like Santos Escobar is getting pushed to Angel Garza, so they got. But at the same time, I'll say this too, though. You can hear his accent, but he's probably still one of the better promo cutters I need. Spanish-speaking wrestlers in terms of his English. Like, it's by far like he's. Not even just to put a caveat on that to like stigmatize him. He's a good promo cutter.
I'm gonna apologize for interrupt you, bro. Santos Escobar is hella underrated, and I owe him an apology because I didn't trust his ability, but he fucking is amazing.
Shame on you.
And he runs the bingo.
Right? Yeah. Shame on me because honestly, bro, Santos, don't call him Santos. Santos Escobar is great, bro. Trust me. He legitimized that shit. And I'm done. I'm sorry. But yeah,
no worries. No worries there, man. Move on to the main event tomorrow night. Bianca Belair versus Sasha Banks for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Joe, who you got?
All right, I'm gonna say this, and I'm not gonna edit it out. Bianca Belair's so fucking fine, bro. I'm just gonna go with her because she's just fine as fuck. I don't give a talk about none of this other shit we talk about. Like,
and there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Since Tim's gonna repeat that, I guess we all
I'm
got
totally
on our show.
not gonna, because I have a scathing hot take right here.
I thought you were gonna do the Sasha Banks laugh.
right.
Let me see if I can get it out.
It'll be like a soundbite for us. There's got to be a soundbite at some point.
Because I'm actually going to pick Sasha as much as Bianca is Bae. I'm picking Sasha. Yeah, she and I don't know if this will happen, but I'd love to see Sasha's former best friend turn foe, turn best friend again, hit the ding dong. I'm here. What she say? Knock knock, ding dong.
Ding dong.
Bailey, yeah, come and give the assist. I'd love to see that because Sasha's kind of in that tweener spear, and she's better as a heel too. Bianca is in this this babyface capacity right now, and while I enjoy her more in the tweener heel space, they have her as a white meat babyface right now, as the great Stone Cold likes to say. So if we're gonna play this role where she's going to be a babyface, you need to have her chasing the heel champion, and the only way for us to do that is if Sasha turns back heel, joins forces with Bailey again, and they red shop in the story. So I am picking Miss Sasha Banks, Mercedes Bernardo, I think that's her name, real name, to win the main event at WrestleMania.
All right, well, here we go. I'm picking Bianca Belair. It's her time to shine. This is one of my potential match of the night candidates for tomorrow between them, Cesaro, Seth Rollins, and then Drew and Bobby. And at the end of the match, after Miss Belair, and I'll be remiss if I didn't say this. I believe this is the first time, not just two African American women main eventing. Kudos to that. This might be the first time two African Americans in a single match in the main event of a WrestleMania period. So, I want to put that in a positive.
Yeah, let's think about that for a second. Yeah, you might be right. I think this is.
So, yeah, I wanted to definitely acknowledge that. With that being said, once Bianca wins, I think the EST is going to be confronted by the MAN. Bae's on SmackDown. They're not splitting up couples. And maybe Becky Lynch returns tomorrow. So that's my hot take. There you go.
She did post a pic in the gym on Instagram.
That would be the highlight of WrestleMania that night too.
There you have it. That's our night one. Ladies and gentlemen, take a sip of water. Gather yourselves. You ready for night two? Are you ready?
I said, are you ready?
Well then, for the thousands and the tens and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to predict Riddle versus Sheamus.
What? Oh, that's how we started?
Oh man, I got you there, didn't I?
Yeah.
Got you. I mean, if you want, we could start off once again. We can talk about the two. Never mind. I'm picking Riddle here. Not because he just won the title, but he's one of those guys. He's one of those baby faces. He's up there, different personality, obviously, but he has this natural charisma about him. And you need more people, not just that can wrestle, which you obviously can, but you need more personalities. He's like if RVD smoked like some new age blunt. That's what he is to me. Shouts out to RVD for the Hall of Fame. Tell me who you got.
Bro.
Like, if you don't do some backstage segment with RVD, I'm going to be highly disappointed.
And they gotta do it. They gotta do it. I'm going to pick Matt Riddle here, man.
See, I did that too. Highly disappointed. But go ahead. Sorry.
I'm going with Riddle here. in turn, we talk a lot about what they're getting right and wrong on both Raw and SmackDown, sometimes even NXT. But with Raw, it's a lot of wrongs. This is one of the brighter spots that we have in terms of them doing something right. And they're actually getting it done with Riddle. Sure, they dropped the Matt from his name. A lot of us were pissed about that and started calling him Riddle. But outside of that, though, they're allowing him to have matches where he looks good. He's able to get in offense no matter who he's facing. You know, he won head-to-head with Bobby Lashley over the U.S. title a couple of times. Keith Lee, got in the mix a couple of times. He was able to hold his own. So I think you continue that, and he's a likable character. You know, there's no reason to take this belt off of him and put it on Sheamus, the grizzled young vet, pun intended. But there's no reason to do that. Would I like to see that feud? I think this is the perfect feud for Sheamus and Riddle right now, but I don't think you need to change titles just yet. So going with Riddle, passing it back to you, buddy.
Joe?
Honestly, bro, I'm gonna go with Riddle too, because Sheamus is due for like, it's probably gonna be a swan song this next year, bro. He's gonna be on his way out in 2022. He got to be done at that point. Like he getting old. He got to be done. He has to be done. He has to be but you know, you got to push Riddle. It's gonna be violent. It's gonna be a nice little match. It'll be all right, but that'll be it. That'll be about it. So Riddle for the win, bro. Let's go with Riddle.
Yeah, because their best match, I feel like, was on Raw a couple months ago. They have a few hard hitting matches. It's just I don't know how much time they're really gonna give them like that either. And so we'll see what they do with that. Moving on to the Intercontinental Championship. I referenced this earlier. I don't even acknowledge the stipulation again because it's just makes my blood boil, as they say. Stings the nostrils. Big E defending the Intercontinental Championship against Power Cruz. Joe, who you got?
Big E better win this shit, and they better not even be one of those things where that whatever the fuck that stupid ass stipulation is happening. Because that's the dumbest stipulation I've heard this far. Just let them wrestle, bro, or give them a ladder match or something along those lines. Don't do anything. Stop doing this extra stupid ass bullshit with this shit. Number one, you got somebody whose family is from Nigeria. He's not from Nigeria. He's from here, from the United States of America. He's got a clear English American accent, and you making him talking this Nigerian accent that he got from Wakanda. It's not even the same dialect, bro. The fuck? Stop this shit.
My daddy got panther claws in his chest.
Stop this shit, bro. Just let Big E win this shit and move on from this shit and go from there, bro. That's all we gotta do. You can keep him with the accent and keep making him dominant the way you've been building it, and then build him to something else. But this ain't it. Please. If you give him the championship, I swear Big E better be facing Roman at SummerSlam. That better be the move.
I think that's gonna happen anyway, but I'm gonna be heated if during this match. This is basically a street fight. You know, if you pick up a spear and throw it at him, I'm done. I'm cutting the stream off.
I am done. I am done. I am driving to Connecticut and I'm gonna burn that bitch down. I swear that's a hate crime all day. Only the white people. I swear to God, that's the most racist. That's precious. I'm gonna say that is so fucking racist. If you have these two black men throw a spear at each other, like if he yells in Nigeria, I'm like, that's it, bro. I'm done.
They're gonna have Apollo come out in that mask that Killmonger had on in Black Planet shit. Black Panther.
No, bro. I can't. No, all right, I'm done, bro. I can't. I'm muting myself now.
I'm picking B. That's all I got for this. I told you, this is like Nigerian drum fight. This would have been the match. Actually, remember that time at TLC they had tables, ladders, chairs, and stairs or whatever. This would have actually been a time to have Big Show. Well, this would have actually been a time to have a stairs match. So you have to do no because he basically impaled him with the stairs, even though he didn't really hit him with them. Yeah. Like something like that. We would have played off of it. Where did this Nigerian drum fight come from?
I mean, they got the Pujami prison, so we got to get the Nigerian drum fight. Like, it's just kind of how these things work themselves out.
This dude is so racist.
It's like he's openly racist and no one says anything. Like no one. Why is no one sitting in the middle of these meetings and be like, bro, that's fucking racist?
I'm inclined to believe someone is there saying it and he's not getting acknowledged. I'm not going to continue to just fathom that there is nobody willing to tell Vince when he's just no. It has to be somebody there. Has to be.
You see this?
Someone saying like, bro, like Vince. I don't care. I'm saying his name. Vince. That's fucking racist. That's racist. No, it's not. Yes, it is. You have
Nigerian drum match.
Listen. If Kamala wasn't the most racist gimmick in the history of history, this shit is fucking racist, bro. I don't care. This is racist.
You said Kamala, and my man went to Kama, the Ultimate Fighting Machine, for some reason.
No,
I'm just scrambled today, man. DMX died, and it messed me up. I'm sorry.
They gonna if Apollo. So you got Wale playing Big E to the ring, by the way. But if Apollo come out and he got the whole village on the stage, I'm done.
Bro, I am so done.
You know it might happen too.
I am quite done.
They're totally gonna do it. That's the moment to do it. It's WrestleMania.
You gonna have a crowd.
Nigerian drum. You know how they had Sting came out and they had the people with the drums. I don't even want to say because I don't know if they were Asian, Japanese, whatever. But they was beating them drums. They gonna do it. They gonna do it. That's why they saved it. This is night 2, right? That's why they saved it for night 2. And I'm not picking Big E. Unfortunately, this is where Apollo Crews is gonna get the title. But yeah,
I just
losing mania for the New Day.
I just want to point out the fact that they had this man get back in touch with his roots, but he got a white wife.
That's how it go, man.
Exactly. What are you doing?
This might be worse than when One Man Game became African Dream.
What? Listen, bro. Why is no one telling this man he's openly racist and no one's stopping this shit? What are we doing?
Childish Gambino made This Is America and has a white wife. So hey.
No, I'm not knocking that. I'm just saying what I'm saying is with this gimmick, if he want to make this stuff believable and stuff, you're not gonna be talking about the way he talking.
Why did you have
unless you're from South Africa like Charlize Theron?
You had one man gang accompanied by an African American man.
Slick.
Oh, name.
And this is how he came out.
Yeah, he
what
did.
The fuck is that shit?
He was in his bag, man.
Bro, listen to these racist ass things that have happened. Let me explain to you right now what's happened. Since One Man Gang, you've got Kamala who drums on his stomach and is an African dude that was scared of the Undertaker at one point, right? Or whatever.
Papa Shango.
Papa Shango was fucking. Oh, that was mad fucking racist. Okay, the Nation of Domination. Don't get me started there where you're trying to say you're putting black people in power, and then you made the group that they're against, the Generation X, put on blackface. Okay.
We had God rest his soul. We had Roddy Piper. Half his body was painted black against Bad News Brown.
Oh my God.
This dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, and people will try to say, like, you gotta take it as entertainment. No, but that wasn't your full-on gimmick. Like the Real Americans, there was their full-on gimmick where they were like clearly right-wing, characters. That's an every week thing where it's like the stuff they were saying, okay, I could kind of like whatever, if I'm offended, maybe a little bit, but like it's a weekly thing. It's their gimmick.
It's just, but it's so fucking bad where it's almost like I'm offended to watch this shit. Like, what? Listen, bro, if he throws this spear, I swear to God, if he throws this spear,
he definitely gonna pick one up. It's gonna be a spear broke over somebody's back.
Bro, if he throws it and says like a lion reference, like we used to do in old country for lions, I swear to God, I am done.
Yo, if you go full on Amistad and say give us free.
You're right. Right.
All right, it's time to move on. I'm sorry. This is his fault though. He brought this. We were having.
I'm so angry, bro. I am livid right now. I should be as mad as I am, but I really am fucking livid.
I'll tell you something that's gonna make me angry if Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler retain the tag titles, because that's happening to a night too as well. I'll pick the tag team turmoil winners that I picked earlier. This is Liv and Ruby's time. I hope. Joe.
I really do hope that it's. I really hope it's Liv and Ruby's time. I really do. I need that to be Liv and Ruby's time because it needs to be that. It needs to be, and we need to be done now. Like we need to be done. We need to be done now. Like,
yeah, Tim.
Which match is this? I'm sorry.
The women's tag team title match, the dumpster fire.
Oh, we didn't pick. I thought we picked.
No, we picked that was the number one contenders for night one.
Oh,
the five team, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, I'm going with Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan. Yeah, it's their time. Their time is up. The time is now.
Oh, and one more thing that McSheen's racist, because we know the Somali was basically a houseboy in 2021. Anyway, shouts out to Reginald. Moving on, we got Joker and Harley Quinn. I mean, Fiend and Alexa Bliss challenging the Viper, Randy Orton. Well, we're not together, it's not a handicap match. But I'm picking the Fiend. I don't really see a point in having him come back just to, he survived being caught on fire, I guess. I don't know. This thing started off with potential. Now it's just getting too weird for me. Tim, who do you
got? Like you said, man, you don't bring the Fiend back now for him to lose. I'm going to pick the Fiend to win, and hopefully it's a cinematic match. They're able to get that horrible thought of that championship match him and Randy had a couple of years ago, where they had the roaches and stuff on the projector on the match, on the mat. So yeah, Fiend to get the W, and yeah, we're going to see where the Fiend goes from here.
Don't fuck this up, Vince. Do the right thing and put the Fiend over, and don't fuck this up. And put his regular costume back on, this burnt bullshit, please. Thank you. Sweet mother of God.
Yeah, I do. Well, I'm gonna bring back Burn to a crisp, bro. We know you're not really burned. Like,
hey, man, it's like Undertaker with the mask when his face got broke.
That's different, bro. Like we see that, but don't have the motherfucker.
It's like Kane with the black paint around the eyeballs where the mask was.
It's not, but he should be decomposing if he was burnt to a crisp. He should be an ash right now. Like he shouldn't have any leftover dreads and shit that he has. Like we shouldn't be able to see the dreads. Come on, bro. Like this shit. We're wrestling fans, but we're not fucking dumb. We know how shit works.
Bro, that's new, bro. You ain't know.
The most interesting thing about this feud might.
Stop that, bro. Stop, bro. Stop.
You got that. You got that chocolate.
Stop, bro. Fucking stupid. Stop it right now. Stop it. I like the kids say, stop the cap. Stop the cap.
That's new growth, baby. That's new growth.
Yeah, new growth in my eyes.
I wonder who JoJo has in this match.
Hey, JoJo like Fiends.
Hey, look.
No, no. You don't. You get it, right?
I get it.
Okay.
This motherfucker Bray. Hey, he just like Johnny Gargano with these women, bro. He don't miss, my guy. He don't miss. Hey, he don't miss.
The most interesting thing about this feud is like Randy Orton's wife getting mad on Twitter because like Alexa Bliss sat on his chest the last pay-per-view or something.
Because she know her husband. So that's how he became her husband.
Right. You know how that should go.
You know
how that should go.
Moving right along though.
To catch an apex predator.
Exactly.
You know how that should go.
You don't put that egg McMuffin that close to him, okay?
Yeah, bro. She's like, hey, chill. She's like, chill. Fall back. Save my husband.
Orton definitely got his moment of bliss.
This has to stop now. We have to stop.
All right. Moving on to. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to the Raw Women's Championship match, we have Rhea Ripley challenging Asuka. This is once again the singles match for the ladies' title. Women's Championship is another match of the night candidate right here. I'm all jokes aside. Well, after leading up to this, I am extremely looking forward to this match. Tim, who do you got?
I got Kenny Omega with the one-winged angel to collect.
What?
Why?
So please.
So clearly he's talking about Rhea, and he's off. He's done, bro. He's done.
I'm not. No.
What is in that soda?
I was saying Kenny's gonna get that's gonna be his WWE title because he's gonna face Rich Swann on Saturday and get that title. So he'll have all three main titles.
Wait, what?
That went completely on everybody's head. Look, bad joke.
I just got it.
So
man. I'm tired.
I think this is a good way to introduce Rhea to the main roster. I do want to see Asuka retain, but much like how they got almost debuting at WrestleMania, you got Rhea in this spot. I think she needs to debut in this spot in dominant fashion. Maybe some type of chicanery attacks Asuka in the back or something to that degree. So she's coming out kind of injured and you make this easy peasy 1, 2, 3. So yeah, I'm going to go with Rhea. Plus Rhea's, Austrian babe. So yeah.
Austrian? She's Australian.
She's Australian.
This is
Austria.
Walter's
Austrian.
Fellas, this has been an emotional day for me, okay? I'm off my rocker a little bit. DMX, man. I started listening to him in 97, son.
Oh, man. Bro. I was just working out to DMX. Get at me, dog. And my whole heart. I threw my fucking weight down. Was mad.
Yes. It's
DMX called out more women than that son that John Cena had pushes.
Oh, he did it. How he did it. I'm impressed though. That shit was fucking impressive. You can say
3 kills.
Right. He don't miss, man. That man don't miss.
Don't miss.
After he did, even in clutch time, he don't miss. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh.
Feature her.
If I had to pick anybody, it's going to be who I want to win is Asuka because I actually want them to push her the right way. Who is going to win is Rhea Ripley because they are gearing her more so in the direction of Charlotte. And I think they want to build her that way. The problem is I don't think the machine is going to commit to it because of her aesthetic look. If she was Rhea Ripley when she first got there, where she was like blonde, had a little outfit, long hair, and everything else, then yeah, he would be trying to push her like crazy. But because she has a gothic punk rock type look, we know how the machine does things. He is going to give her a run for a while and then somehow find a way to bury her because Mandy Rose is just the up and coming thing, which she's not. No offense to Mandy Rose, it's just an example.
It's just the way it is.
It really, like legit, like that's the way it is. Like he would, like
things will never be the same.
Right, like Rhea Ripley could be having
sorry
5-star matches back to back, and he would be like, "All right, Rhea, we're gonna have you lose to Mandy Rose."
Nah, Dana Brooke.
I'm sorry, Dana Brooke.
That's more of an insult.
She's due. She's 0 for 3, but she has some great matches. So
She has a great look about
Right. And that's how he would do it. Like,
and I had the grapefruit to make that call.
Right. Asuka had never lost a singles match in NXT and WrestleMania. And Charlotte, who was already a 5-time, 6-time champ, who didn't need the push.
At that point, maybe more.
She
at least, yeah.
She didn't need it. She came off a great Hell in a Cell match with Sasha Banks. She came off some great matches. She didn't fucking need it. But he said, you know what? We'll have you lose your first match at WrestleMania to Charlotte Flair. And by natural selection. Not a natural selection where she got hit twice or 3 times or whatever. Once. And then that was it.
Charlotte was a 7-time champion if you included NXT.
Right.
Yeah, she definitely didn't need it.
She didn't need the fucking push. She was good. So when I say this shit, I'm not joking. Like, he gonna do that shit. Like, Rhea Ripley will win this shit and be like a 3-time champion and will be over. And we will love Rhea Ripley. And he'll be like, all right, you're gonna lose Dana Brooke. And she gonna do you in an alligator roll. And that's how you lose to it. That's who he is.
Yeah, I'm as much as I'd like to see Rhea get some fresh blood in there. I know a couple podcasts ago, I believe I picked Rhea to actually beat Asuka. I'm going to flip the script here. Picking Asuka, and after that, the Empress will come face to face with a certain Miss Ronda Rousey. If I can get NXT's version of Asuka, I'd be down for that.
Yeah.
That's a hot take. I think Ronda Rousey's coming back legit though tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, Sunday. It's just it's a prediction, man. Or as Paul Heyman says, it's not a prediction, it's a spoiler. We'll see though. I don't know. I'm way off base there. Moving on, this is a match that probably should have been on WrestleMania SmackDown tonight. Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens, and I say that just because they're gonna get shortchanged. This is gonna be a cluster. But basically, I'll pick KO, and some type of chicanery is gonna happen where Logan Paul or his brother that he was on there tonight on SmackDown. They both box. Every time they bring a boxer in, somebody gets knocked out. Sami Zayn's gonna get knocked out after the match. Yeah, I don't know. Because unfortunately, we know it could happen if they got enough time, but that's not what the storyline's about. But we saw what happened with them at Battleground and their match on the Indies is El Generico and Kevin Steen. But yeah, I'm picking KO. Tim?
Going with Sammy, man. Sammy is long overdue for a high-profile spot. We know he was gone for a while because of the pandemic, but since he's been back, he's been money on that microphone, dropping those great promos. Had a couple of decent matches on SmackDown, a couple of good matches. That match, matter of fact, for the IC title was a good match. It was him, what? It was Sammy, Jeff Hardy, and was it AJ?
Oh, you're talking about was it SummerSlam maybe?
Yeah. Good match. So I think they need to continue to build Sammy. He has that appeal that, wrestling fans like and need to see more of. So going with him, man. Nothing against KO, nothing against Logan and Logan Paul and what's his brother's name? Jake Paul. Even though his brother tried to steal my name. Watch out, Logan. Okay. I'm coming for you, but I'm not really. Unless I can come get a check on Triller like my man did to get knocked out. But yeah.
I'm telling you, man. This is why they're setting up Sammy to win Money in the Bank. He's gonna keep jobbing. That's how they do it. You don't really see so many people book strong before they win Money in the Bank, if you think about it.
Right.
That's the only reason
if we're picking Cesaro, we got to pick a heel somewhere, right?
Oh
so
no,
I'm not slither and get some kind of W by the skin.
I've picked heels though. I think I picked almost an AJ. I picked what I have been going it's kind of this is like their first live event though. I am going full on live event. I picked a lot of baby faces.
Yeah.
I picked Bobby though.
You pick me up, but Bobby kind of in a tweener spirit for me right now.
Nah,
He ain't really.
he full on heel. He didn't kick his boys to the curb. That wasn't his call out.
Oh yeah, he by himself, bro. He don't give a damn about nobody.
Hey man, well he ain't by himself. You got MVP right there, Montel Vontavious Porter. What was he called?
Montel Vontavious Porter.
Yeah, Montel Vontavious Porter. Excuse me. Still right there, repping the Hurt Business, but profits is up, man.
What?
Profits is up, and they want the smoke. No, I know you're talking about the next. No, I know you're talking about actual profits. I know you're talking about the actual profits, money. That money. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Joe, yeah.
Man, go ahead and give it to. I don't even shit.
Sammy with the V trigger.
Just give it to Sammy. And KO's my favorite wrestler. He's my favorite wrestler of this recent generation.
V trigger until the Kahlua kick.
Yeah, because they got to figure out what they got. They got to figure out what to do with KO. Honestly. So,
he said, "Yeah, KG."
just bro, because they don't know what to do with Kevin Owens. Like they don't know what to do with him. So just give it to Sammy for the.
Oh,
you ain't hear what I asked you.
I heard, bro, but I'm getting tired now. It's
he like, let's just get it done. All right,
I didn't even hear what you asked.
Oh, I see a V trigger until the Kahlua kick.
Oh, his haluva kick is a V trigger, just with his foot. So
yeah,
which is funny because speaking of V triggers, Kenny Omega can't stand Logan Paul. There was a whole thing about that because I guess dude was like disrespecting Japanese culture. He went out. It was like 2 or 3 years ago. But it was a whole thing. Moving on to the main event, got the triple threat for the Universal Championship. Daniel Bryan, my boy, Booker T's boy D. Bry, versus Edge versus the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns. I already know who Tim's picking, but I'll still ask anyway.
I am picking. This is actually kind of hard for me, man, because I like all three of these guys. I want to say Edge, but for some reason, I think this sets up a feud between Edge and DB. So I'm going to go with Mr. Wreck Everyone and Leave. I'm going to go with Roman Reigns. Tribal Chief.
Well, yeah, man. Edge was on one, and I mean, he must put some picante on his pizza and catering because he simply called Daniel Bryan indie clerk. So he called him in a bookstore. He called him an indie nerd clerk in a bookstore. So yeah, he was on one. He called Roman. He said, "Roman, you look kind of familiar to me. You came in with a 3-man group." Like he did with the Brood. And he's like, you came in through the crowd. He's like, you came in using the spear. I get it. You're a Samoan Edge. He was on one.
Hey,
skating.
Where's the lie?
Yeah, man. That being said, I'm picking Roman. I feel like he needs a little bit longer of a run with this. He's been killing it as a Tribal Chief gimmick. Having good matches with a lot of different stars from Drew McIntyre to Daniel Bryan to Kevin Owens. Had a lot of arguably matches of the night. That being said, I feel like he keeps it. I feel like Big E's going to take the title off eventually, maybe around SummerSlam. Joe, who you got?
I actually got Roman Reigns because of his promo at the end of the night after Jay won. My man Roman said, "Y'all had a good week." Wait, what was it, last week? Daniel had last week. Ooh, Daniel's a badass. Ooh, Edge comes back to everybody. Ooh, he's a badass. Ooh, nice. I had a good 31 weeks since SummerSlam. I've been doing it week in, week out. All right? He's like, when I prepare at a 12, I can go into a match and get a 10 match and then get a 10 match. You know what that means? You know how he talking to them? He's talking to them right now. He's spitting game at them right now. Listen. What did Hope say? You had a hot line. I had a hot song. It's different. There's levels to this. Okay? There's levels to this shit. Roman not coming in playing with y'all boys, man. He's like, look, bro, y'all can have them weeks, bro. Them 2 weeks. Them 2 weeks of y'all kicking my ass. All right. I had 31 good ass weeks, and I'm still ready to get 32. I'm gonna beat y'all ass. I'm gonna be done with y'all ass. I'm gonna show up and win. Acknowledge me. That's simple. And by the way, that's an underrated promo because Roman Reigns was getting his ass handed to him by Edge and some of these promos, but that promo was, I was actually pretty good.
He wasn't his Jay-Z back, but that was just funny to me because, you know, Jay-Z out here dissing Nas, you know, and that happened. I ain't gonna turn this to a whole discussion, but it's like, bro, that's like Larry Bird or Magic Johnson dissing each other at that point. Right. It's like y'all both like, you know what everybody thinks of y'all.
Both these guys. Both these guys.
Right. In terms of polarizing, though, I'd say Jay-Z is like LeBron before LeBron.
So, question, before we put a bow on this here episode, since he called Roman a Samoan Edge, does that make John Moxley gain grips because he was the one that left?
Yes.
Oh, I tweeted something fucked up today.
That was?
I said, I think it was an unpopular opinion about wrestling. I got burned for it. I was like, out of the three members of the Shield, we already had a discussion. I was like, out of three members of the Shield, John Moxley has had more significant championship wins and more significant matches than all three of them, and he actually is a better wrestler than all three of them. And I got beat the fuck down on Twitter for that shit.
I say Seth had the better overall years in the ring competitor in 2015 than any of them. But I feel like Moxley's a more complete package than the other ones from a standpoint that it's more of a brawler. But with that being said, you know, his promo game is way like, you know, like he's always kind of had that, but I just feel like he's a more complete. Let's say this. I'll say this. Put it this way. Moxley, I'll compare Moxley and Seth to Punk and DB from a standpoint that, I mean, not like DB then, because DB's gotten hella better on the mic. But like Moxley, like I feel like Seth's the better like wrestler overall in ring performer, but Moxley's closer as an in-ring performer to him than Seth is as a talker to Moxley.
I said it based off of like I said it based off the fact like, okay, all three of them had the Intercontinental Championship. All three of them had the U.S. title.
All three of them wrestled Trips and Dean by far, or Moxley had by far the best match.
Right, because that's the way I did it. I said, okay, when they had like championship match they went against. Dean had the better championship with Trips. He had one of the best Intercontinental matches with KO, the last man standing match. And then,
you know, he did. If you look at all their opponents, Dean's had better matches except for Cena, but that's only because they were doing Dean dirty and they wouldn't really let him. Because when John Cena came back, he was on one.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because he tried to use that line Stone Cold used, and he was like, you know, you got to just shows up if they ask you to. I'm the one who's grinding every day, and he was basically like he just was going in on Cena.
Right. Right. So that's what I said. But then there was like the AEW hardcore was like, yeah. And then some of the other motherfuckers were like, I don't think I like that statement that you just said, sir. I don't appreciate it. Boo this man.
Yeah, you lucky them Samoans ain't come after you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing too, though. They all got more time to work with their guys too than Dean got, and they were kind of using him in different spots. Like they were letting Seth have these long matches against the Daniel Bryans, against Punk, against Orton and Finn Balor and all that. Dean also didn't get a chance to work some of the guys. That's why you kind of got to compare, like I said, who they worked against. And that's why I see what Joe's point is. Not just because we do the podcast together, we're all friends, but you just kind of got to compare opponents. And if one guy's getting longer matches than the other guy's getting, like Dean and DB only had like one match maybe.
Right.
And it wasn't like this drawn, like Seth had several 15, 20-minute matches. I mean, even go back to the Indies when he was Tyler Black. Like there was like a match of the year candidate against Bryan Danielson.
Right.
So, and even Roman, how many long matches he done had against DB? Several. Both of them at Fastlane, but it still counts. Now, I say he's the most complete package out of the three of them in terms of in-ring ability, promos, and all that.
I give it to him. I give it to him. I give it to him. Yeah, man.
I don't know about Tim. How you feel?
I feel like
Chicken tonight.
like Will Ospreay wiped the mat with Seth Rollins. But that's a topic for another time.
Yo, Will Ospreay is hey, he is out here hitting motherfuckers on Twitter like, yo, I'm the fucking GOAT. The rest of y'all can shut up and suck a dick. Like, he out here not playing with motherfuckers. He literally was like, yo, like, look, I told y'all when I got New Japan I was gonna be the GOAT. Y'all welcome to come try and take these titles, but they stay with me, bro.
That's it. That's it, son.
That's it. That's all.
Time.
That's it.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. Like, he knows those people ain't gonna be able to work for him either, though. Some of the people he's calling out, and that's one thing that would irk me if I'm like a wrestler. Well, not AEW, apparently a lot of them are getting different perks, but like if you work for Vince, it's like, why, if I'm an independent contractor, how you gonna tell me I can't go to somebody else's promotion?
Well, Will Ospreay's always he's adamant about saying he hates the schedule with WWE. That's why he'll never wrestle WWE. He's like, I like having my breaks. I like to be able to take that time off, be able to break. And plus, New Japan, you'll wrestle for New Japan for like probably 8 months out of the year, and then like have a little break, a little time off, a little space or whatever. Because they're adamant about that. They know your body got to recover. That's why motherfuckers that wrestle like 45, 50 years old New Japan still look just as good.
Right. Sure. Yeah. All right, man. Well, we can go ahead and put a bow on this.
One last thing I'll say is, speaking of the schedule real quick, I think even when everything goes back to quote-unquote normal, they need to kind of like say to themselves, we're not doing more than 2 events a week for the wrestlers. Like, you do whoever works Raw or SmackDown, whatever, you work that night. And then you work one weekend. Like, this every night thing, what's the point?
That's it. Because
at the end of the day, the wrestlers' bodies are going to break down. And it's not really benefiting anyway. You're gonna have the wrestlers are just gonna be refreshed. You're gonna have people getting a jet lag, what do you call it? Just look, I don't know what the word I'm looking for, but you get what I'm saying. Like, have people exhausted and just need a break. Just worn out, baby. That's all I got.
All right, man. So there you have it. Wrestlemania predictions. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We are on SoundCloud. We are on Spotify. We are on iHeartRadio. We are on basically every audio streaming platform that's out there. So make sure you check it out. Anchor FM. And hit the subscribe button. Make sure you watch our videos actually on NMG TV. On YouTube as well. Hit the subscribe and notification bell for that. Leave some comments, man. Outside of that, I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. Hope y'all enjoyed the NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver episode. And we're going to catch y'all ass down the road next week. We'll talk about the highs and lows of each event that took place. We're getting to some AEW talk. I think there's an Impact pay-per-view taking place Saturday as well. So we'll try to cover some of that too. All right. So, Joe, not here, not there, but right here. Boom. Thanks for listening to the Hot Take Wrestling Podcast. The Hot Take Wrestling Podcast is brought to you by the NMG Network, a division of NMG Enterprises, LLC. Ain't nobody really than Gorilla. Ain't nobody really than Gorilla. Gorilla tactics. Whoa, you know we bout action. Whoa, you know we not lacking. Whoa.
up in your face. No, we ain't tapping out, but y'all ain't but this way. Whoa, guerrilla tactics. Ain't nobody really than gorilla. Guerrilla tactics. Ain't nobody really than gorilla.